Let me tell you something that makes me think about relationships in the public eye. Imagine being in a marriage where your partner's absence isn't just a few days, but months, and you're stuck in a country with rules so strict they feel like a prison. That's exactly what Mark Consuelos went through during the pandemic. Now, I'm not here to judge anyone's choices, but what's fascinating is how these extreme circumstances force people to confront the fragility of even the strongest bonds. You know, I've seen so many couples on reality TV or in the news, but this situation feels different because it's not about drama, it's about survival. The fact that Mark could only visit his wife for 19 days over 10 months while working in Canada. That's not just a logistical nightmare, it's a psychological test. And let's be real, when you're separated from someone you love, even for a good reason, it changes the way you see your relationship. I mean, how do you keep the connection alive when you're literally on opposite sides of the world? It's like trying to hold a conversation through a broken phone line. But here's the thing, Mark didn't just survive that. He came back to a home that had changed. His wife had taken his side of the bed. Now, I can see how that might seem sweet, like some kind of quirky domestic moment, but Mark's reaction was pretty telling. He said, "This is my side of the bed," and she shot back, "You don't live here." That's not just a joke, it's a power shift. It's like she's saying, "You were gone for months, so now the rules are different." And then he gives in, not because he's weak, but because he realizes the air conditioner is blowing on him. Wait, really? That's the reason? I mean, maybe it's a metaphor. Maybe she's not just rearranging furniture, she's redefining the space they share. It's like, "You were absent, so I'm not just taking your spot, I'm making this home work for me now." And that's wild because it shows how even the most mundane things can become symbolic of bigger changes. Now, I'm curious, how many of us have had to negotiate our relationships after long absences? Have you ever come back to a home and noticed things had changed in ways that felt personal? Because that's what this is. It's not just about the bed. It's about power, control, and who's in charge when one person is away. And then there's the surgery part. Kelly Ripa had to go through a gum graft, which sounds painful, but it's also a reminder that even people who seem invincible have to take time off. I mean, she's been on live for years, but she's not immune to needing medical care. What's interesting is how she joked about it, saying her dentist told her she'd have 5 years to do it, and she quipped, "I didn't think I'd still be on the air in 5 years. That's not just humor, it's a way of coping. It's like, I'm going through this, but I'm still here, still working, still relevant. And Mark's role as the sole host now? That's another layer. He's not just supporting his wife, he's stepping into a role that requires him to be the face of the show. But how does that affect their dynamic? Is he more stressed? More focused? Or does it give him a new perspective on what it means to be a partner and a professional? I think this whole situation raises a deeper question. How do we balance our personal lives with our public personas, especially when we're in the spotlight? Because for Mark and Kelly, every decision, whether it's about bedsides or surgery schedules, is magnified by the fact that millions of people are watching. And that's the real challenge. They are not just navigating life, they are navigating it under a microscope. So, what do you think? If you were in Mark's shoes, would you have given in to the bed switch? Or would you have stood your ground? And more importantly, how do you think this experience will shape their relationship moving forward? Because I'm guessing it's not just about the bed anymore.